for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here's a look at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. We've got Brandon Ingram, Trey Murphy out there with Javonte Green, and it's Boston in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Thompson, the small forward, Washington holding down the 4. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie, and it's Lively in at the 5, roaming the paint. You take a look at the Mavericks. Though this is only Game 2 of the Cup, desperation has to be setting in.
Yeah, if you lose the first 2 in this round, not likely they'll be able to advance in the tournament from that point. Maybe this home crowd can give them a lift.
And now talking about how things are going for New Orleans. It was a strong start to the group stage for them, winning their first NBA Cup game.
Yeah, they played well in that one, but this will be a difficult challenge. Winning on the road is difficult in this league. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Washington. Back to Doncic. Irving looking around. Here's Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. That one's wide left. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Irving, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. And there's Doncic. That's good on the assist by Irving.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Pass to Ingram. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
I think it's critical that Ingram's confidence continues to grow. And I think possessions like that will only help him moving forward.
Now here's Thompson. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Back to Doncic. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Now here's Doncic. He's putting up some terrific numbers, over 28 a game. Here's Thompson. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Here's Boston, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Ingram. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Ingram's got 6 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Thompson, the 3 from Washington. That one is off. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ingram against Thompson. Outside, Green. Tipped. They set the screen. Ingram fires from way outside. Lively grabs the miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Doncic. That one falls.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans ahead, leading by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is out there with Javonte Green. Then it's Daniel Tice. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Reeves in at the 2. Now here's Irving. From 9 feet out. Marshall can't hit. The Pelicans lead by 4. Right side Green. Outside Reeves. Pass to Tice. Here's Noel, the 3 ball. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Dinwiddie outside. Lets a floater go. And he lays it in. Dinwiddie's got his first points of the game.
Dinwiddie can hit defenders with floaters and a lot more. He's got a full arsenal and showing you that offensive creativity there.
Now here's Noel. He's closely guarded. Gafford grabs the miss.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Outside Irving. From downtown. Hits the trifecta. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
Now here's Ingram. He has 6.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Gafford with a screen on Reeves. Pass to Marshall. Back to Irving. To the inside. It's stolen by Ingram. 3 on 3. He missed it. Now 3 for 7. The Mavericks leading. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Pelicans have a young star tandem in Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. And C.J. McCollum said to win in today's NBA, you need those big, versatile forwards who can do a little bit of everything. We have 2 of the best in the league, and when you're playing well, it makes the game easier for all of us. Ryan?
It's a great perspective. Thanks, Allie. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
A different look for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Thompson comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Doncic has subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Noel. No made baskets yet. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. To the wing on the left. There's a screen. Boston with the bucket. Boston's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Doncic. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Now here's Ingram. He has 6. Here's Marshall. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Green is checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Boston, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Pass to Ingram. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got 8.
You know, you look at Ingram, and he's slight of build, and some folks question whether he could be an effective inside scorer in the NBA with every bucket like that. Those questions are being answered.
Now here's Doncic. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. Luka! Get off me!
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Mavericks on top, up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
When I look at the Mavericks, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Mavericks.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Dallas leading by 5. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the 4. And it's Lively in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Irving goes in. Got a piece of it. Here's Boston. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Thompson passes to Doncic. And he lobs it up top. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship game. A lot of basketball left to play.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring shooting guards in the league this season. Second, Kyrie Irving.
And night after night, we see this group light it up. If you try to take something away from them defensively, they'll beat you some other way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Misi. He goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Misi's got 7.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Lively. The D's right on him. Pass to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Over Ingram. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Pelicans trail. Here's Misi. Ingram deciding where to go with it. For the tie. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Greg.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Green, the pass to Ingram. Irving against Green. Back to Ingram. Over to the wing. With the drive. Here's Boston. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. And it's a tie ball game.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Shot's good by Thompson.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Ingram. Pass to Misi. To the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Boston, guarded by Doncic for the lead. The shot by Boston, no good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Doncic. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The shot off that time. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. He's out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Reeves in at the 2-guard spot. Stolen by Gafford. Irving with it. Picked up by Reeves. To the paint. Here's Washington. Good work there as it goes. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Just muscling his way through the contact. How about the strength from Washington?
Inside. Here's Tice. Nice D from Gafford. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Daniel Tice. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And the first one at the line is good. So for Dallas, Thompson comes in for Marshall. And Doncic has subbed in for Dinwiddie. Both free throws good from Gafford. And here's New Orleans now. Outside Ingram. Green with a screen on Thompson. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance in the three-point play. Klay Thompson picks one up.
First team foul.
Lively, he's checked in for Gafford.
One shot.
One shot.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to Doncic. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Down low. Back to Ingram. Here's Boston, guarded by Doncic. 6 to shoot. Here's Boston, guarded by Doncic. The shot by Boston, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Lively got served up a big opportunity, and he ate it up.
Ingram against Irving. Outside Ingram. Misses off the left iron. The Mavericks lead by 4. Here's Irving. Banked it in off the glass.
Boy, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Irving against Ingram. Green with a screen on Irving. Right side Ingram. Out to the right wing. Pass to Boston. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen on Doncic. Here's Boston. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Thompson. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. E. That's his first personal. Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Klay Thompson. 1 shot.
Thompson, no good on the free throw.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
Here's Ingram. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Both free throws good from Ingram.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pulls it from 20. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Blocked!
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on him.
Outside Irving. And here's Lively. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Green finds Ingram. Here's Boston. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Cash! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's New Orleans now. To the inside. Back to Ingram. Fires the 3. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Kyrie Irving taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul, 15 foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Luka Doncic, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And so they foul intentionally.
Javonte Green, first personal foul. Team is in penalty. At the line for 2, P.J. Washington.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. When we trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively, it makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.